everyone. Welcome to our episode of Super Reaction Bros. I'm Chris.
And Christopher.
And on today's episode, we're taking a look at the official trailer for Saving Paradise. This is a film that's been done for a bit. Finally wrapped up production last year. Premise is that a corporate business asshole goes belly up and has to take in his father's failing pencil company in his small town where he grew up.
And his small town comes together to try to fight for it in a way.
Inspired by, I'm not going to say inspiring story based on true events.
True events, yeah. So, yeah, stuff like that just means, okay, we grabbed as much information we can, and now we're just adding a story to it, just kind of trying to sell it in a way.
Yeah, you know the guy who recommended it at Werewolves just got fired almost immediately.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. So let's dive into this for the official trailer for Saving Paradise. So here we go.
A 2-month leave of absence? See, that's such a critical time?
I'm sorry, Cameron, but I have no choice.
Pencils, right?
It's a family business for over 100 years.
Just hire a broker. Sell it.
It's a little more complicated than that.
Good morning, Mr. Peterson. 14 billion pencils were produced throughout the world last year, 2 billion in the United States of America. Peterson made about 1 billion of those.
90-day notice. Bank's not renewing our loan.
90 days. We don't have $10 million.
You don't have $10,000. Hey, Mikey.
Charlie, it's been a while.
The days of you and him have long since passed.
Thank God.
But we're all working our asses off down there in the dark, Charlie. You're either with us or with him.
Michael, don't go soft on me. You're up for partner.
I don't have a problem. But them, those people,
They have a problem.
Sounds like the bottom line, isn't it?
The other line is there.
Lives are at stake.
You see, this company is what it is because of us.
So is it as bad as it looks?
Your company is a lot more than just a pencil factory.
What happened to the Michael that I once knew? There is still hope.
You may think you know me.
Oh, but I don't.
Charlie put this together. It contains hundreds of ideas. Your ideas on how to bring this company into the 21st century.
Kiss her already.
I hate you so much. You gave me a fucking Hallmark movie. You gave me a fucking Hallmark movie.
This is a Hallmark movie.
I hate you. I hate you. You could have just stopped at 11 videos today. No, we had to make it 12 because we gotta torture Kristen some more. Fucking Hallmark movie up the ass. Oh my God.
So we watched the movie already. Through this trailer at this point. So we're good.
I hate you so much. I hope pencil gets shoved into some orifice by the end of today for you. I hate you so much.
There's nothing much to say really about it. As you can tell, it really feels like they grabbed this and started making it something like massive or big or adding big names to it.
I want to note something before we stop this. I'm not shitting on a real life event because the real life events look very inspiring, sound very inspiring, and it's amazing what they did to get this pencil company off the ground. I am crappy on the movie.
Yeah.
The movie, not the real events. The movie.
The movie is displaying it as a very stereotypical type of film that you would spot on Hallmark and not realize, oh, this is inspired by true events, and it's like, oh God, now I feel horrible, like it's like this was inspired. Oh God, oh my goodness.
Do you want to go over the checklist of how it's a Hallmark movie? Do you want to? Oh, let's see. Big city person goes to a small town thinking he's all that in a bag of chips. Goes there, starts shit up. There's a love interest. They're off and on the entire movie. And then he realizes this small town is something more now that he's lived in there long enough again. And falls for the girl in the end and quits his corporate job. Did I get it right? Did I get those checklists right? Because I sure as shit hope so.
That's what this is. I think that's the problem with this film is that, to me, it could have done so great or so better when if you had more bigger names attached to this. It just seems like
No, you don't get to play if it had bigger names.
Listen, okay.
You want to count how many Candice Bergen Hallmark films?
Listen, okay. Listen, let me finish, okay.
Okay.
Yes, the problem with this is that they, when they worked on this, it's a type of thing where it's like they really just threw just generic type of like Hallmark type of stuff into this film. But I think if they had bigger names attached to the film, or at least whether it's bigger names attached to the film, or at least the actor, have other actors or bigger people working on it, maybe it would, because you've seen films do better on a simple small town type of situation.
The Randy Quaid fishing one looked better than this.
And that's a perfect example right there. That's what I'm saying.
Is it Dennis Quaid? Fuck, I always get this wrong. Go on, continue.
No, it's Dennis Quaid.
It's Dennis Quaid fishing.
Yeah, no, that's better. Yeah. It's stuff like that's a perfect example where it's just like it looks too generic. That's the problem. And that's the reason why I wanted to add this film on the list, because I wanted us to at least have one film where we're just like, oh my god, what the hell did we just watch type of situation, but. And that's why I grabbed this, because I'm sitting there reading this and I'm like, oh my god, this sounds so very stereotypical. And what made it worse is the trailer. The trailer, that's what I said it all.
I never watched the Q-Force trailer again. Fuck, we shit on the Christine Milan one, but fuck, at least that one was like, they know they were hallmarking it. This one, it's like, they don't say hallmarking it, but they're hallmarking it.
And as I said, that's the problem. It's like the type of thing where it's like they didn't take it more serious enough. To me, in my opinion, they didn't take it serious enough to be like, this is a very inspiring story. I'm gonna defend that. I'm not gonna defend what you just said. I'm gonna give them this. They just wanted this true story to be told. And somebody went, yeah, we'll tell your story in film form, and that's what happened. Yeah, to me, it really felt like that. It really felt like the studio they had a lot involved. Where it was like, well, let's add this in there, and let's add this in there. It's like, we're straying away from what the story is truly about at this point. It feels like, I don't know, it really feels like it's like there's times when you can tell the studio came in, it's like, we're adding this, where it's like there is a good story in there, but it's like they just overlapped it with so much generic type of stuff that we're so used to seeing everybody saying. So, but like I said, it's definitely a huge pass on both of us. I mean, don't get us wrong, for the story that they're trying to tell, I respect it, especially like like what you just said. I respect the story they're telling on the small town.
Yeah, I would be ripping this a new one if it wasn't inspired by a true story.
Yeah,
I would rip this more.
I'm just ripping on the movie itself. The movie itself. I think they could have done a better job at pretty much telling the story in a better way, let's put it that way, instead of a generic type of Hallmark film, because I've seen so many goddamn Hallmark films to know that this is just 100% generic. And like I said, if you didn't tell me this was inspired, I'll be crapping even more on this. But at this point, it's a type of situation where I'm like, you know what? Whatever, I'm like, I'm not, it's like, maybe I'll watch it down the road when I'm bored and got nothing to do, or it's something to put on the background to shut everybody else up.
I think we've talked about this long enough. So other than that, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about hallmarking it, hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell icon as well.
Let us know pretty much if you're, I'm not saying a sucker, but I'm just gonna say pretty much if you love watching like Hallmark movies, you love watching them, you enjoy them, stuff like that. I'm not saying this is a Hallmark movie, but you could probably, for those who actually do enjoy watching them, are probably screaming, this is a 100% Hallmark movie that they're gonna eventually bring to Hallmark at some point. But I mean, let us know what you guys' thoughts are. Do you think they could have done a better job at telling the story in a better route, whether whether it's a better cast or better people working on the film. I mean, let us know in the comments down below. Put down what you thought of our reaction towards this film. But most importantly, we thank you for watching.
So until next time, folks, I'm Chris.
I'm Christopher.
And this has been a very hallmarking-filled episode of SRB.
See ya.
Later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out any of our previous reactions,
As well as one of our other SRB shows.
check out one of the playlists down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
You can find us on Twitter and Stardust,
at Super React Bros.
as well as on Facebook.
At Super Reaction Bros.